Hey everyone. Um, First off, if you hear any construction stuff going on, it's because my neighbors are working on some construction stuff. Not complaining, just sending out a warning if it gets annoying. Um, I think it's great. They're cool neighbors, but it could get a little loud. It doesn't bother me, but if it bothers other people, sorry in advance. They're quiet right now, but it probably will change. But yeah, I really decided that I want to sit out in the backyard too, kind of right next to them. I plan to do a lot of painting here in the summer. It's a really beautiful backyard in my opinion. Probably another video you'll see more of it. Especially I really plan to film some of myself painting, film some paintings in progress or like in action, and post them so I get some feedback, criticisms, keep doing that, stop doing that kind of stuff maybe, and but everyone's overall been really positive, and I think any artist wants to hear that positive feedback. So I'm definitely gonna try to keep posting as much as I can, and if it's critical too, I think that's great. I had a 45-minute like debate or argument with someone talking about my work. We talked about art and what is art and what am I doing to like other things and what's this, what's that, blah blah blah. It was he was very critical of my work, but I liked it and we were able to talk about it. It wasn't very mean spirited at all. So it was great. It was great. I think the worst thing for an artist, at least in my opinion, is to be ignored. At least that's how I see it. I'd rather have people talk critically or very negatively about my work rather than not having that work being talked about at all. So I see negative feedback as a positive just as much as positive feedback. So as long as I'm getting feedback, basically, I will be a happy guy. But seriously, thanks to everyone in mixed media arts that have been really amazingly supportive of what I've been posting lately and my blogs lately, and that makes me want to keep talking to people and commenting on their work. So it's definitely a symbiotic kind of relationship on that website. So I'm really proud to be a part of it. So yeah, what else is going on? Oh, someone, I can't remember who, someone on the website commented on my art being possibly influenced by graffiti work, and my last works probably definitely have been. I'm really trying to embrace where I'm from, and I'm from a suburb outside of Los Angeles, and Los Angeles is one of the most prolific areas, giving giving so much to the street art community. They're one of the three big cities like LA, Tokyo, and New York of like street art, graffiti work. So I grew up around that basically. I definitely grew up around that urban culture. Even though I was living in the suburbs, Los Angeles affects everything around it, and I think any major city will do that to its surrounding areas. So junior high school, you definitely saw the graffiti work, the animation characters, growing up. And I guess the way I want my work to head is kind of like almost like a response to people saying that graffiti artwork cannot be considered fine art. It's lowbrow art, or it's low art. It's not high art. I guess what I want to try to do with my artwork is bridge the gap. I'm not saying that I'm a super amazing abstract artist, but abstract art these days are considered like high art these days, like fine abstract art, and I want to blend some of that into with this techniques and styles of graffiti. And I just want to basically say to people that graffiti can be beautiful, if it's done the right way. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of kids and people out there that are tagging for, games or their crews or whatever, but there's some really, really talented street artists out there doing some great things that don't even get a chance to be seen because they're categorized in, in a very negative way. So, I don't want to say I have this much influence over the world or Los Angeles or how people see art, but hopefully maybe I think there's some other artists that are doing the same thing that I'm doing, but hopefully my art could break down some barriers. Even if I get my work shown at one gallery, that to me that's breaking down a barrier, especially if that gallery is against the stereotype of street art. So if I get my work shown there, it's almost like, haha, you're showing graffiti style work in a different setting. That's all you're doing, So, and by no means am I a street artist. I'm not that cool. I've never painted on walls or anything edgy like that. I'm really fascinated lately with the mark making and the line work and just the style in general. And I want to see if it's possible to merge what I have been doing before with that kind of style and those kind of techniques. So my paintings lately have definitely been influenced by graffiti. There's that construction I was talking about, so I'll probably try to wrap this up pretty quick. But I just want to use this video to talk about that comment and try to let people know that I am listening and I want to respond the best I can. If you have any questions about anything, art in general, suggestions, comments, life in general, girlfriends, parents, what's going on in my life kind of thing, if you're that interested, that's awesome, and I'll respond back. And I'm still going to try to be doing the same thing for other people on the website, so stay tuned for that. A couple cool things coming up. I should be showing at a salon sometime this month. I don't know how it happened, but someone in the Daily News thinks what I'm doing is relevant. So I'm going to be part of a Daily News article about art in suburbia, because there's a big stereotype in our country, in the United States of America, that prolific art is only being done in major cities. And I would tend to agree with that for the most part, that most of the prolific art is being made in major cities. But as a result, artists are being definitely overlooked in the suburbs or anywhere outside of the city. So Daily News is really cool, and they're trying to do something where they're they want to show that there's people making art in cities outside, or in suburban areas outside the cities. And I was lucky enough to be included in this article. Someone came across my website and liked what they saw, and they noticed that I do not live in Los Angeles. I live in the suburbs. So yeah, that should be fun. That's happening this Friday. And I will be moving out of this house soon. I will still use areas of it as a studio, and I will be living with my band. So I'm also a musician, if you don't know, and I will be living with my band and making music. Almost running out of time on the video, and the construction's going back on, so I'll leave it here. I'll show a new piece for like the last 10 seconds of this video, and again, talk to me. I love talking to people. It makes me a better person, it makes me a better artist, and I hope to try to do the same for people that are willing to talk to me. So until next time, and thanks for watching.